welcome back to my channel. I've got the gorgeous Miranda here with me today, and today's eye look is going to be a spotlight glitter eye look that we think would be fabulous for welcoming in the new year if you're going out on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or whenever it is you decide to party and welcome in the new year. So starting off with the eyebrows, I am using the NYX microbrow pencil in the shade Espresso, and I'm just filling in the eyebrows using very light feather-like strokes. And to clean up the eyebrows, I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee, and I'm just basically using that to really flick her brows. Yes! So applying the concealer and of course blending it out. You don't want to leave a harsh strip of concealer going there. So I'm going to go in with my Hudabeauty Rose Gold palette, and I have already primed our eyelids using the Ebony UK primer potion, and I'm going to go in with the shade Bay and Moon Dust and just use that to highlight her brow bone area really lightly. And for her first crease color, I am going in with a mix of cocoa and sandalwood, and I'm using my 224, my favorite crease blending brush, to really buff that color through her crease from the inner to the outer corner. So the next color I am going in is Embark from MAC, and I'm really working that shade through the outer corner, the inner corner of her eye, and ever so slightly through the crease to add a bit of depth to the eyes. And now I'm going in with a really matte black shadow. I'm using Black Truffle from the Huda Beauty palette, and again just patting that through the inner and the outer corner, leaving the center of the eye bare and working that color slightly through the crease as well. So for the center of the eyes where we have no color applied, I'm going to go in with a dampened brush, and I am using a flamethrower from Makeup Geek, which is a beautiful coppery like fold out shadow. Because I'm extra I had to wet my brush. So dabbing that color through the center of the eyes, and on top of it, wait for it, my clumsy ass, y'all. Even Miranda found that funny. My ass is so clumsy, y'all. So I'm going to go on the top of the shadow with that glitter, and I'm just gonna dab it on with my finger because I don't want it to be overly concentrated, but I definitely want the glitter to sparkle, so I have more control using my fingers. And for lashes, we went for a pair of demi style lashes that I picked up from the beauty supply store, and just prep the lashes with a bit of mascara, and I'm gonna go in and apply it. I love to use the duo eyelash glue in Claire. So far for me, it's the best eyelash adhesive out there, but I'm yet to discover new brands. So for the face, I'm going to go in with my badescu spray and just use that to freshen up and, wake the skin up a little bit. And if you've been watching my videos, you'll know I love my Embryollise. And I'm just going to go in with that and apply that as my moisturizer and primer, and just really work that product into her skin using my fingers, and just have it like soak in and moisturize and just, work its magic on her skin. So for her foundation, as always, I'm going in with my Black Opal cream foundations. I do apologize, guys. I have that foundation depotted, so I really can't say what shade, and I like to mix shades, so it makes it difficult for me to really narrow down what shades I use. So using my beloved Real Techniques sponge, I'm going to go in and like dab that foundation into her skin and just really work it into the skin so it looks very flawless and airbrushed. For highlight concealer, I'm using the MAC Prolong Wear NW40 today. And I'm going to apply that concealer all through her highlight areas. So under the eyes, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, under the chin, and slightly across the forehead. And today I'm also going to use that concealer to reverse contour Miranda's beautiful face. Look at her face, y'all. So once that is all applied, I'm going to go in with the other end of the sponge, the pointed end. And again, just really dab that concealer into the skin. You want to dab it. And just really dab it into the skin, and then flip it to the foundation end and blend the edges of the concealer into the skin so it's a seamless blend. There's no demarcation of highlight and foundation and contour, because nobody wants to look like a multi-layered cake. So once that's done, I'm going to go in with Sacha today from Miranda and use that to set all of her highlight concealers. Miranda's skin is normal. She's got normal type skin, so baking for her is fine. We're not going to highlight any dry patches because she don't have any of that. So I'm going to bake her face ever so lightly today for a couple of minutes, and yeah, just work that all over the areas where I applied the highlight concealers and also reverse contour. So now I'm going in and I'm powder contouring for Miranda, and I'm using my Slick Contour Kit in the shade Dark, and just working that through the cheekbones, across the forehead, and down the jaw area. And now once we're done baking, I'm going to go in with a flat top, like a buffing brush. The one from Elf I couldn't find, so I used that one from Sedona Lace today. And again, just pressing the powder in but flaking off the excess at the same time is the best way that I find that I like to do that. So to set the rest of her face, I am going in with my black Opal Loose Finishing Deluxe Powder Thingamabob, long ass name y'all, in the shade Dark, and I'm just going to work that to set the rest of her face. And to bronze and warm up the skin, CoverGirl, you already know the deal. So once her face is all set, base makeup done, I'm going to go in with my Fix Plus spray and just let it do what it needs to do, you know what I mean? Yeah. So now I'm going to go in with my Elf black cream gel liner and use that in her lower waterline and just slightly lower across her lower lash line. And then going in with a really deep brown matte shadow, I'm going to just use that to smoke out the lower lash line a little bit of mascara to the eyes. And at that point, I was done with the eyes. So going in now with my blush from Sleek in the shade Demerrera. I'm going to use that to apply a flush of color to her gorgeous face. And then going in with Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Medium, I'm going to use that to contour her nose and just slim down that nose, y'all. Slim down that nose. So for highlight, I use my Makeup Addiction Bronzified highlighting powder. I absolutely, look at that glow. Look at that. Look at it. You can't tell me you can't see her from a mile off. Gorgeous highlighting powder. I absolutely love it for days when I'm feeling extra. So apply that, you know, bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, of course the cheekbones, and then I went in a little bit with the same highlighter in the inner corner of her eyes just to open it up a little bit. So going in with a red lip liner pencil, I'm going to use that to outline, define the lips, not necessarily fill it in, because I'm going to go in with a really deep burgundy reddy type liquid lipstick from Labelle UK in the shade Wildchild, and I felt like it brought the look together. A quick change of the wig, and Miranda was ready to welcome 2017, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate you all, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Until then, take care, guys. Bye for now.